After 24 years as Yale's top dog, athletic director Tom Beckett is heading off to retirement. Hello, I'm Noah Finz for Inside Yale Athletics, sponsored by Under Armour. In those 24 years, Tom Beckett accomplished an awful lot and touched a lot of people. We asked some of his coaches to reflect on his 24 years here.
So Tom has been the heartbeat of Yale athletics for 24 years. I mean, the heart and soul of this place.
He's really competitive, and I think he puts his heart and soul into every athletic competition at Yale.
He kind of did it like nobody else in terms of college athletics. He was firm but supportive, and he cared about the kids, which should be first and foremost.
He's like a father figure, someone I've looked up to for the last 20 years in terms of the right way to do things, understanding it. He's taught me so very much in terms of leadership and how to handle people and how to be outside, and it's somebody that we're going to really miss here. I'm going to miss personally.
I honestly have a really hard time finding words because it's such a strong personality, it's such a strong presence. You can almost feel him when he's at the game, to see where he's standing.
I don't think that people realize that we couldn't do anything that we do, or the success we have, or the wins and losses, or the graduating leaders and GPAs, none of that without Tom.
So many people in his role, athletic directors, having been one in another conference, they're really marketing and promotions people. And that's all good, but Tom is oriented toward the student athlete.
Every decision he makes is based around the student athlete welfare. And he's taught me that as a coach, that my own decision making needs to be based around those similar attributes about how it will at the end affect our student athletes.
And one of the unique things about Tom in this day and age of modern sports, he knows the name of every player. He knows where they're from. He's built relationships with each one of them, and that's not just football. That's every team in this building, and that's unique where students come to Yale and they've got an athletic director who's invested in them as people.
I've never had a boss, and I've been in this for 21 years. I've never had a boss that knew my students like he knows my students. He knows their names, he knows their hometown, he knows something about their family. And I have 70 students.
The growth of the department is singularly, he's responsible for all of it.
His ability to go and raise money, we did 34 facilities to $300 million. The endowment, I watched him, I speak personally for squash, but the overall endowment from $28 million to $300 million is really a product of when you see Tom operate.
From a $20 million endowment to a $310 million endowment, what he's grown, that's the business side of it, right? But I think at the end of the day, any great business, any great team is built upon relationships. It's people who actually are invested because that there's a human interaction that's genuine, it's authentic, and people care.
This guy has a gift, and he gave it to Yale. And I think he's leaving a legacy that is, clearly second to none in Yale athletics, but is really set a standard. And I know as a senior guy in the Ivy League retiring, what other schools have seen Tom do and leave a legacy of this concrete facility stuff and also the endowment. But more importantly, the student athletes he's touched here, they're going to want to give for a long time because of Tom Beckett.